Yama Yama, Mitch here. Welcome to another episode of Tambo Talk. Tonight I have got well-known presenter. That's correct. A well-known presenter that you see most mornings. If you are watching Channel 7, he is a weatherman, a lyrical criminal. Started out in radio, decided to pursue a career in TV, and it paid off because today he has got one high-profile job. He is one funny, witty human being, I shall say. And it's an absolute privilege to have him on tonight on Tambo Talk, and that is Sam Mac. And if you tune in, you will see him. He gives you the good weather, the bad weather. He gives you song, laughter, joy. He fills us with all emotions. So it is awesome to be able to welcome him to Tambo Talk tonight. It's going to be great. I'm thinking it could just be hilarious in some particular way. How is everyone doing out there? Is everyone well? We might let this build because I know you don't want to miss this one tonight. He released Strawberry Kisses. If you remember the Nikki Webster hit, he has done a song with the Wiggles. He has done many things. He released a magazine called Puss Week because of his love for the feline species. If you catch his promo pictures, they are with beautiful cats. What a human being. And I look forward to interviewing him tonight. Not interviewing, but having an open discussion with him tonight about what motivates, what inspires, what pushes him to wake up so early every morning to give Melbourne the news that it's cold and rainy every day. So it's going to be absolutely awesome to have him on tonight. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're hanging in there as we journey through isolation. As for myself, I have come to the realization today that I'm not drinking enough water. And being in isolation, I think it's easy for us to get caught up in just having the odd kombucha, making the I'm bored, I'm not hungry, but I need to do something smoothie. And we forget to do the basics like drink water. I was like, I'm feeling a bit just a bit a bit off. What am I doing wrong? And what I realized is I've got to hydrate. So don't forget, when you're in isolation, to get that H2O in, make sure you are drinking lots and lots of water. And whilst you might be out there cooking up all those amazing recipes and smoothies and all those things, please hydrate. Please take care of yourself, because I realized it's been ages since I had a simple bottle of water. And I had one just before and I feel great. Who is on? Yama Yama. Semian06, thank you for joining in. Thomas Stevens, Yama. Fairy Tale Collars, thank you. Elaine, good morning over there in the UK. Claire King, thank you for joining in. Belinda. I'm going to get Sam on now. We're going to have a good old chat and we're going to see what happens. This is Tambo Talk. Thank you for joining us tonight. We're waiting. We are waiting. Sam!
It's happening.
It's up. I can't believe it, man.
Yama!
Yama Yama, how are you, brother? You good?
Really good, mate. Thank you so much for having me on. I'm excited. We should explain to your viewers that we've actually never met, but there's a lot of mutual appreciation. I'm a big fan of your music, and I'm excited to have a chat tonight.
Thanks so much, man. I appreciate it. Likewise. And, we haven't met for those out there, but we have connected like we all are at the moment through social media. And I think social media for a lot of us has been a great shoulder to lean on through this period of isolation. So it's great to have you, Sam.
Very cool, mate. I've worn a special T-shirt to commemorate tonight, and that is of the great man, Johnny Farnham.
Oh, there it is.
Whispering Jack.
Because
obviously, we loved your performance with Johnny and with Brian May. I'll show you my guitar. I'm a big Queen fan as well. And my guitar, the artwork on my guitar is actually, that's Freddie down there. So this is how big a Queen fan I am. That's Flying Through the Sky Like a Tiger. defying the laws of gravity. So this guitar, the artwork, or guitar work as we call it, is a tribute to the song Don't Stop Me Now, which is one of my favorite songs of all time. So yeah, that's how big a fan I am of Queen. My friend Jack Ellis did the artwork on that. But I wanted to ask you, I know that it's your show, but I wanted to ask you first of all, because the moment that I heard that you were going to be performing with those guys and you know, finishing the big Firefight Australia concert, I wanted to sort of rewind to the moment that whether you received a phone call or an email to tell you that that would be happening and that would be the lineup, and what was happening in your mind at that particular time.
You know, it's really funny because a few months prior, there was word that I might have had the opportunity on another stage, and that didn't happen. And it fell through last second. I was like, oh, all good, you know, who knows, maybe one day down the track. And it popped up out of the blue. And when it popped up, I was just really like, you know what, when I actually meet Uncle John and, you know, it's solidified, then I'll be excited. So what happened was is I got the email to go, you know what, you got rehearsal and it's at this time. This is the time frame, be there. And I was there, and it was just so surreal. It was something, I think, I'm not the type that like loves to get, you know, photos and be like, you know, big sort of like fan, like, you know.
Yeah.
But in that moment when I was sitting in the room with him and Olivia Newton-John, it was just a moment I was like, whoa, like this will stay with me. Like these are icons. Like when we talk about iconic and paving the way and setting an absolute standard for Australian music and just how to model yourself as a human being, I was like, okay.
Totally. But
I actually have to sing and
but I was there working on the day, and I'm a huge music fan, so it was almost like sensory overload because there was so much talent on display. And I don't think there was a letdown. I think every performer in their own way did their best songs and gave it their all. And the crowd I was amongst the crowd, like literally on the ground. They had such goodwill to all performers. Like, you know, I think I said this on the show. It's like, it's not very often that you go to a gig where you've got a Hilltop Hoods fan standing next to a KD Lang fan, you know, yeah. But that's awesome. Like, and that's what it was about. It was about everybody coming together to kind of say, all right, it's been a tough time. Let's raise some money. Let's try to have a good day. Let's smile again. You know, our country's been through a lot, but, you know, there's still a lot to be positive about. And I wanted to ask, sorry, I was turning into an interview, but we have never actually spoken like this. But I loved the performance, and I loved your, well, obviously I'd seen the video that you'd done beforehand that, you know, that everyone was sharing around. I thought that was amazing. And then on the night, you know, to see you committed in the full Indigenous, you know, the face painting, the whole outfit, I just thought that was really, really cool. And I wanted to know if you had a moment while you're up there to actually take it in, like to actually sort of look to your left and see Brian May, arguably one of the greatest guitarists of all time, from the biggest band of all time next to the Beatles, and then Australia's greatest ever vocalist. Did you have a moment to kind of take that in, or were you just so fixated on delivering your vocal?
Yeah, I was just so fixated on getting through it. But it was funny because I was really ready to get out there. I think because it was so electric, and, you know, the common thread of dialogue throughout the day was from many that they had been to many packed out arenas, saw many concerts for, you know, many superstars, but the energy out there was nothing that they had experienced, and everyone had put it down to the fact we'd all come together to do something of such a great magnitude for those that are in such need and in dire straits, you know. So when I went out there, there was a moment where I was like, whoa. And that was, I took off by myself down the runway.
Yeah.
And I got out there alone, and it was just too big to digest. I was like, okay, this is what, like, I can't even try and put together how many people are out here right now and like even connect with one set of eyes. It's so huge.
I love that moment. And I think you're one of the few people, I mean, look, admittedly, that particular moment was probably only for 15 seconds, but you're one of the few people who can say that John Farnham was your backup singer.
I know, it was crazy because I like to dance and move and all that stuff. And I said to him beforehand, I said, you know what, Uncle John, and I said it to Auntie Olivia too, and I said, this is sort of how I do it, but I don't want to do anything where it comes across disrespectful to you.
Of course.
So you just let me know what you're comfortable with. I dance like this. I don't want to startle you. You know, I tried to do the right thing. And John just said to me, he said, you go for it. And you just let rip and don't worry about me. I'm going to be doing my thing and just enjoy it. If you want to go out there, go out there. I might go out there. It's all good. So he gave me the green light. So it was like, after I got that green light, I couldn't even let nerves get the better of me if I tried. I was like, you better take on that runway, man.
No, congratulations, mate. I'm very happy for you. It was, I guess it's something that you'll never, ever, ever forget. And I don't think a lot of people who watched it will ever forget, because it was what a way to end an incredible day. So congratulations. Yeah, look,
it was beautiful. And, you know, the thing that will always be with me is the fact that I think everyone knows, you know, John didn't have to invite me to be a part of it. He didn't have to come out and celebrate my version of it, of You're the Voice, or do anything like that, you know, and that would have been all good. So the fact that he got me on board, you know, thank me for my version, just totally come from this humble way where it was just like another person off the street, will just be with me forever, because I think I wasn't nervous because he was just so beautiful to me, you know, and
that's really
just
cool.
made me feel so welcomed and that I belong there. So yeah, all good.
You know what? The only criticism I have of the day was I think there was a little bit of room towards the end where they could have fit in half man, half cat. You know, like obviously, like I would have spoken to the Wiggles. I can get them on speed dial pretty quickly, and I was available. I was in the arena. Yes, I had the costume with me, but look, everything else was amazing. But it's just a little bit of an oversight for the organisers. You know, hopefully we don't have another one of those concerts, but if we do, half man, half cat could have brought the house down as well.
Look, to be honest, I was just gutted. There was no half man, half cat, and you know, if we had our time over, I probably could have sacrificed my 1 minute 50.39 milliseconds of fame for half man, half cat. But it is what it is. And I believe you've got a magazine out called Puss Week, so maybe we can do a press run of that and let the world know what they could have had.
Yeah, Puss Week is not the magazine you want showing up on your credit card statement. It's not what you think, guys. It's a wholesome magazine about the feline friends we have. I have 2 rescue cats. A lot of my followers who are watching would know that. Coco, who has her own Instagram account, Life of Miss Coco, and Katra, who's a plus-size model and hasn't let the curves get in the way of her having a successful modelling career. So I'm a big animal lover. I do a lot of work with the Sydney Dogs and Cats Home as an ambassador, or Sambassador, which is a nickname which has never caught on. But no, they're an amazing group, and I love being a part of it.
Look, it's great. You know what? I just love the way you can look so masculine and so just, I'm about to take on the GQ realm, you know, and you've got this beautiful cat with some glasses on there. Just, it's something I don't think I'll ever be able to compete with unless someone gives me a bunda, a nice kangaroo or something that I can keep with.
Half man, half kangaroo could be a follow-up single.
It could be, who knows? Maybe I just dropped that little feature, a little rap verse.
I like it. So tell me about the Tambo talk. What do we do? Is we just have a chat like this, or do we? Yeah, how does it all work?
Yeah, so we're just going to have a chat. I mean, but more importantly, it's about, you know, I think everyone out there during this time of isolation, you know, we're locked away, but in particular, our youth have been stripped of one of their biggest social networks, and that's school. So I think it's just great to get acclaimed and successful people like yourself on here, and just everyday people, and just have a chat and really get your experiences and find out a little bit about what drives you and what motivates you and what really propelled you to be here tonight talking about half man, half cat.
Well, I think, you know, you've touched on something important there, which is, you know, we are all experiencing this together, and staying connected is crucial. And we're so lucky that you know, that we have technology, and the technology is at the level that it is now, that's helping us through this strange situation, this pandemic. Obviously, it's something that we've never experienced in our lifetime. So I think that social media and, you know, the fact that we can do this is a bit of a lifeline. I think we should say hello to some of the people who are watching so they know that they're connected with us as well. Hello to Cherie Delavera, one of my friends there. Hello to Mel Parson, who loves half man, half cat. Hello to Sue Russell, 60. Elaine wants us to sing it. We'll see how we go. Parker
Elaine, yes.
Rossland just said meow. We've got Wingali Infusion, get the Wiggles. I like it. Hello to, that's a nice compliment. Thank you, Sharma. Yeah, I think it's important so people feel connected so they don't feel alone in their homes. You know, if you've got a phone, if you've got a laptop, you've got an iPad, you can be anywhere in the world like we're doing right now. I think that's so important.
100%, Sam. And, you know, so for someone like you who started off in radio, I believe, and then you got jack of that and pursued a career in TV, where does weather fit in that pursuit?
To be honest, I never considered myself like a weatherman was something that was never on my radar. It was only I was working on The Project on Channel 10 for a couple of years, and I really enjoyed that. They're an amazing team there. And I just got asked to fill in on a few segments on 7 just on the weekends. And then they obviously liked my segments and said, we actually have a role that's opening up. Edwina Bartholomew, who had done the weather role, who is amazing, and she did a great job. And she's one of my close friends at 7. She was finishing up because she did it for 3.5 years. And they said, how do you feel about it? And I said, well, cool, but I know nothing about the weather.
Yeah.
And they said, all right, well, we can work on that. You know, we can work on that, but a lot of it is about entertainment as well. So I just kind of thought, well, it's a good chance to travel. It's a good chance to, and to be honest, like it's called the weather role, but really it's about meeting people. It's about celebrating people. It's about going to places. It's about showing Australia, showing the world, being entertaining, trying to find lighter moments in what is often, you know, a negative, like news stories are rarely positive or fun. So,
Yeah.
So I see that as part of my role is to bring some light and to bring some fun and to celebrate. You know, a lot of kids watch our show, so we don't want them thinking the world is all doom and gloom. It's not.
Totally.
There's a lot of great people out there. There's a lot of fun and creativity. And that's one thing that I'll say about what we're all going through at the moment. The creativity that we've seen online is just brilliant. I think that's been one of the real positives. And I think that's what's going to help us through it as we get, you know, weeks, months into it.
100%. I love that. And, you know, it is, when we see you on the screen, it really is that, isn't it? You bring a lot of light, you bring a lot of positivity along with the weather. And I guess the weather is just, you know, it's just the platform to get out all this beauty and quickly get it out there and, you know, give people a laugh and also let them know that there's storms and clouds and
that's
rain
right. And
on the way.
Exactly. And the weather can be done pretty quickly. I mean, if you live in Darwin, you know that it's going to be 32 degrees every day. You know, like,
if you're in Melbourne, you know it's going to be cloudy and 14, and by 1 o'clock we'll be 31, and we'll be in a heat wave, and then by 4 we'll be back to cloudy. So all good.
Crowded house, 4 seasons in one day. Yeah, exactly. So I think, look, people just want to know the basics with my weather reports. Well, I hope they do, where they just want to know, do I need a jacket? Do I need an umbrella? How hot is it going to be? What's, you know, can I go for a surf? That kind of stuff. And then it's about entertainment. And I really value that I see every cross as an opportunity, if there's time, to contribute something fun, something light to the show. And I've got an amazing producer, Sean Flynn, aka the human emoji. He looks like an emoji, the circular head one with no hair and the glasses. But he's incredible, and we work really hard on trying to keep it fun and light.
Yeah, beautiful. No, that's a great way to drive it, I think, definitely. And
is it okay if I have a drink of my wine? Is that okay?
Oh, look, I can't stop you from doing that, Sam. Don't let me be the one to empower you or disempower you. I'm just here to have a chat.
Thug life. I used to do a segment. I used to do my own show called Wine Not Wednesday, and this is fallen on a Wednesday. So, yeah, so we're back.
You're back with Tambo Talk, and you were nominated for a Logie, I believe.
Yeah, thanks for bringing it up. I didn't win.
Golden.
Yeah, it would have been nice.
Oh,
no, it was pretty cool. Pretty cool experience.
Nominated for it, just like, you know, thanks for coming an award.
Mitch, you've been on stage with Brian May from Queen and John Farnham. Don't come whinging to me.
I want a certificate. Like, no one believes it unless there's a little laminated certificate.
Okay, I'll go to Officeworks tomorrow and print you one.
But that's beautiful, isn't it? You must have been rapt, though, to receive a nomination. You know, that's a pretty big deal to a lot of people out there.
Oh, absolutely. It was huge. I'm the first person ever from Sunrise, you know, while working on Sunrise, to be nominated for that award. So that was pretty special. Wow. I kind of see it as a team effort. Yeah, it's a team effort. Like, we all sort of, it's nice to be recognized, but, you know, it wouldn't be possible if we didn't have a team that was firing. I think the team has been having a couple of really good years. But to be honest, on a personal, I guess, more selfish level, like what I loved about it was I took my mum, and my mum, Loretta, lives in Adelaide. She'd never been to a big awards night. She'd never been to the Gold Coast before. So we got to take her dress shopping and get her all glammed up, and she looked amazing. And my memory from the night, my main memory is walking down the red carpet with my mum, because that was like such a special moment. And she's now got photos from us from the night framed in her house in Adelaide. And I also took my cat, Coco, first ever cat to appear on the Logie's red carpet. Yeah.
Thug life, Sam. Thug life. That is awesome. No, that's great, man. And I think it's so beautiful that you took your mum, because we don't see that often enough. It's, you know, it's a beautiful way to celebrate and honour the woman that poured in so much to your existence. So props to you.
Thank you.
Hey, so you know what? It's been a little bit light, but a little bit serious. But I see in this video of you on Instagram potentially covering the biggest single of the whole year last year, Tones and I.
Half man, half cat. Oh, Tones and I.
Well, that could have been this year, but unfortunately we're in ISO and the song mightn't travel as far as it should. But Tones and I couldn't believe it when I seen the cover. And whilst we had so many requests for Half Man, Half Cat tonight, I hate to rain on that parade, Sam, but I would love to just hear maybe a chorus of your cover.
Yeah,
Tones and I.
We can do something.
Maybe a verse and a chorus.
Yeah, I reckon we can do that. I just need to kind of set up my guitar and bits and pieces. Are you able to just talk to our friends who are saying hello for 30 seconds? Sweet.
100%.
All right, I'll get organised.
So if you're there and if you are locked into this amazing conversation here with Mr. Sam Mack, you are in for one heck of a treat. This brother is not just a weatherman, but not just half man, half cat. He is one heck of a musician. Collaborated with the Wiggles. He's done it all. And maybe in 25.4 seconds, you're going to be in for one musical treat. We are talking the biggest song of 2019, Tones and I, remixed, covered, whatever you want to call it, like you've never heard before. So Winningali, thank you for tuning in. Diaz6139, Pump Up. Mr. JJ Pentano, thank you for logging on and watching us, my little comedian friend. Diesel6139, Georgina Campbell, thank you all for tuning in. Sam.
Okay, Mitch, thank you. That was quite the intro. I should first of all point out this is a microphone that my housemate Ali got me as a gift. I think it was for Christmas. $24 from the Paddington Markets, but you're going to see that it's money well spent in a moment. But I just need to say before I try this, it's quite difficult because I don't have like a thing that I can wear that microphone with, but I'm going to try my best to like keep it cushioned there. So we'll see how we go.
All you need to know, Sam, is we believe in you.
Yo, okay. Yo. Here we go. Tambo talk. Thanks, I see the way you shine. Take your hand, my dear, and place that word in mine. You know you stopped me through while I was passing by. Now I beg to see you dancing one more time.
Come on, Sam, give it to us.
You ready for this? You ready?
Come on, stand up, world. Let's go. Let's get my hearts up for Sam.
Hang on, bear with me.
You're right. It's all good.
Just pretend that last bit didn't happen.
I don't even know what you're talking about. Just hit those love hearts. Let's give Sam some love. This is the biggest song of 2019. Still on repeat on many playlists.
With John Farm and Brian May. Okay.
Yes, Sam. man, half cat, not just the weatherman. This is Sam Mack. What an absolute Australian icon.
Look, I'm sorry that I didn't have the technical setup to be able to execute that as smoothly as possible, but that's what the internet's for, right? We just try things.
I think that's what made it absolutely perfect, to be quite honest.
Hey, Mitch, if you want, it's totally up to you, but if you want, I know you've had a lot of requests for it. I can do a little bit of half man, half cat, but only if you're willing to be involved in the crowd participation parts.
I'm nervous, but at the same time, I'm overly excited. Let's get it.
Okay, so all you need to know is there's going to be a bit where I'm going to ask you to put your paws in the air.
Locked and loaded.
And, you know, people at home can do this as well. Everyone's welcome. And what else do we need? There's a bit when I'll say, when I say cat, you say meow, so be ready for that bit. And there's a bit where you might need to purr like a cat.
How do you purr? Okay, I feel that.
Mitch, you knew it was going to be like this when you invited me on.
I've dreamt about this moment, Sam. It's coming.
All right. So for those that aren't familiar, as Mitch mentioned at the top of the show, I did release a song with the Wiggles. It is on YouTube. It's called Half Man, Half Cat. It's semi-autobiographical. And yeah, I'm going to give you guys a little taste of it now. So sort of like a stripped back, more acoustic, Sam acoustic version. Growing up as a young boy, I was trying to find my place. Took a look in the mirror, found whiskers on my face. People started talking, said I'm not a normal male. On my 13th birthday, I discovered that I had a tail. Half man, half cat. Ain't nobody got a problem with that. Half man, half cat. I'm a cat man, I'm a cat. Now throw your paws up in the air. Wave them all around like you just don't care. When I say cat, will you say meow? Cat? Meow. Cat? Meow. Everybody get down on all fours. Show the cat man how you lick your paws. Show the cat man how you lick your paws. And now half man, half cat. Ain't nobody got a problem with that. Half man, half cat. I'm a cat man, I'm a cat man.
Meow. Give it up. Man.
Bitch, tell me,
half cat, half man, potentially half man, half amazing. You know what it is? Tambo talk. Woo!
How does that compare to being on stage with John Farnham and Brian May?
I'm speechless. I'm actually speechless.
Salute.
Hello. Hey, Sam, thanks so much for your time.
Pleasure,
it's been
man.
amazing. Normally, I would get you to sing a touch of my song, but I just feel like you've blessed us with absolute gold. Why potentially kill the moment? Just phenomenal. Thanks so much for your time tonight.
It's my pleasure.
Before I let you go, you know, on a more serious note, for all the youth out there and just people in general that, you know, want to chase their dreams and, you know, don't know where to start. Like, you started on radio and now here you are, half man, half cat. But on a serious note, you are one of the most iconic weatherman TV personalities in the current climate.
Thank you.
That is doing so much.
Oh, that's a good weather pun as well. Thank you.
Wiggles, Nikki Webster, you're doing it all. So, you know, what's your word of advice for those out there?
My word of advice is to, and this is something that I think everybody struggles with to varying degrees, but to back yourself in, to accept that nobody will ever be universally loved. There will always be someone who doesn't like what you do or who criticizes what you do, but that happens to everybody. You might look at someone who you admire. It might be, you know, a singer, or it might be a comedian, and they would have those moments where people are not into what they do. So you need to understand that every performer, every person who follows their dreams has naysayers and has criticism. But the most important thing is everybody knows in their gut what they're passionate about and what they want to do and what they want to say. And my advice is to do it and say it, because if you're being true to what you believe, then that's the right answer. It doesn't matter if people don't like it. So back yourself in, follow your passions, follow your gut, ignore as best you can any negativity, and just follow your path because it's the right path. And if you do that, it might not be straight away, but eventually you will get to where you need to be, and you will find the people that you need to be around.
Yeah, beautiful. I agree 100%, because sometimes it's those that are the closest to us that don't necessarily believe in where we want to go. So it is important to really believe in yourself, believe in your vision, and you will attract the right people to be a part of that vision. I really believe in that 100%.
Absolutely.
So
it's very important.
You are one funny human being, but I can tell that you've worked really hard and really, really believe, because what people don't understand is how hard and cutthroat the industry is and that we work in. And you really have to run on self-belief. You got to run on drive, on passion, on purpose. So it's awesome to really connect with you, someone that has really just pushed and worked so hard. And although you laugh and you're half man, half cat, you can tell that you've really, really, really put in the hard yards to be in such an awesome position. So props to you. And thanks so much for your time this evening.
That means a lot, Mitch. Thank you, mate. I really appreciate you having me on the show. As I've said to you before, I'm a big fan of what you're doing. Keep doing that amazing music that you're putting out. It's awesome. I can't wait to come and see you do a full show when we're back to normal and everyone's, not cooped up in their houses. I want to come and see a live show, a full show. But thank you for having me on, and respect what you do.
Thanks so much. Have the best night.
Stay strong. Bye.
Awesome, Bob. How good is that? Thank you so much for tuning in. And it's just so good to have a chat on Tambo Talk with all the different diverse people that decide to come on, and especially someone like Sam, that if you're watching every morning and you're seeing Sam deliver the weather and do all that amazing stuff that he does to bring joy to all those watching, it's just such a privilege to be able to connect and just have a normal conversation. And not only for me to get an understanding of who Sam is or the other people that come on, but for everyone to just see everyone in the same situation, isolated, and get to know them better. And that's the beauty of Tambo Talk. And I just feel so blessed and honored to be able to have people like Sam come on that have worked so hard and just believed and just really defined their purpose, and have them on for a chat. Because honestly, to be nominated for a Golden Logie, to even collaborate with the Wiggles, let alone be on national mainstream TV every morning and have to be on your A game, is just out of this world. So we are blessed. You are blessed. And remember, although we are in isolation, we're not alone. None of you are alone. Thank you for joining in, Danielle Jane 92. Everyone that is here, Fairy Tale Collars, I really appreciate it. 80s Divas, Trish Cassidy, Yama Yama, thank you for joining in. And I hope that you're all doing well. And if you follow me on Facebook, get ready, because I'm going to start releasing some music real soon. We're going to pop up some songs. We're going to be doing some other things on there. So if you want to hear me sing, if you like my music and what I'm putting out there, make sure you look out on Facebook and potentially on my stories on Insta to find out when I'll be dropping some music. Have the best night. Please, please, please stay positive. Drink lots of water. And just do the little thing, because that's what's going to get us through. That's what's going to keep us healthy. And like I was saying before, I just forgot. It's been days since I've had a proper drink of water. So get bottles of water. Make sure you top up on the little things, fruit, all that kind of stuff. And whilst you may be having those little sneaky treats, make sure you're getting all those beautiful vitamins in, minerals, just your standard healthy foods, because it goes a long way. Take care. Yanni and Gully.